Hi, welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and this class is part of my Stability and Mobility series. Today's class is focused on the upper body. There will be an upper body class that's going to be done in a chair, but today's class is going to be down on the mat. So if you're joining me today, you may want to have a comfort prop, either a folded blanket or a folded towel, while we're down and seated, especially if you're on a hard surface like I am. It's not a necessary prop, but it may be helpful for you today. So take a minute, get set up, then let's get started. We're going to start today's practice on our back body. So if you're seated like I am on the mat, just shift to face the front, short edge. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. You can use your hands and your forearms to support you as you lower your entire upper back body onto the mat. From here, hug your knees to your chest. You can take one at a time as well if that feels better in your back and your hips. If you do have both of your knees hugged, you could even rock slightly from side to side. Sometimes the firmness of the earth can give your low back a little bit of a massage. From here, release the soles of your feet down onto the earth and begin to find a slight tuck of your tailbone. So typically in our spine, we have this lumbar curve that would allow you to slide your hands into this space. But what we want to do in order to activate some of those deeper core muscles is to tuck the tailbone so that the low back can be flush against the mat. And then once you feel your low back flush against the mat, palms come down to the earth, arms down by your sides. Lift your shins to about parallel with the earth, knees over your hips. If you're noticing that you're starting to grip into your hip flexors, you can make this a little bit easier by bringing your knees just a little bit closer to your chest. So wherever you're at, send your fingertips up towards the sky. We're going to come into some dead bugs. And dead bugs are called this because we look like a dead bug. On your next breath in, reach your fingertips up, press your low back into the mat. And exhale, extend your right arm over your head, straighten through your left leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take it to the opposite side. Inhale, rise. Alternate here, moving at the pace of your breath. Keep that low back flush, and that might mean that you're not coming down quite as far, and that is just fine. We'll take one more cycle on each side. And then we'll pause in the center. You can briefly hug your knees to your chest, and then send those knees back over your hip points. From here, bring your hands to the tops and fronts of your knees and begin to press your hands into the tops of your thighs as your thighs press back into your hands. It's a little bit of an isometric move where our body's not moving, but we are really engaged in our core. Keep those ankles flexed. We're going to just go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hug your knees to your chest. You could even cross one ankle over the other. Reach around for your pinky toe edges. Only if this feels accessible in your hips and low back. Otherwise, you can just hug your knees to your chest. In either option, you could still rock from side to side. One more breath exchange. Exhale, begin to find a little bit of a rock and roll here. And slowly make your way up and over. We're going to cross at our ankles and make our way to hands and knees. So this is a great opportunity if you would like your comfort prop, this blanket right here, to bring it under your knees, especially if you're on this firm surface. Or you can just stay on the mat. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your shoulders. We're going to keep our toes tucked for right now. And we're going to take the opposite, kind of the opposite movement of our dead bugs. So inhale, extend your right arm long, and then press the sole of your left foot back towards the back wall. Find opposition, find this reaching. And then find your weight balanced. So we're not shifting to one side or the other. Full breath in. Exhale, drop your toes and fingertips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Move with the pace of your breath. The only things moving right now are the hip, your left hip, and your right shoulder. Our core is engaged and active to help keep our torso solid and still. Let's take one more here. Exhale, lower, walk that right hand back, send that left knee forward. Take a moment in the middle, maybe take some side to side movements if that feels good, especially to stretch out through those side bodies. From here, extend your left arm, send that right foot back. Find this stillness, this opposition, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Move with your breath. Nice, tall, long spine. Releasing any tension in your neck. It's easy to build tension in your neck and even up into your jaw. But see if you can release any stiffness or soreness that you're feeling there. And we'll just take one more lift, one more lower. Come back to center. From here, cross those ankles, come into a comfortable seat. You can still face the front short edge. I'm just going to make sure you can see me a little better. You can bring your lift under your sitting bones if that feels good. Stack your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. Inhale, left fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge to the right. Left shoulder blade stays flat on the back body. Breathe deep into your left rib cage, into your entire left torso. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slight twist to the right. Inhale, press into your leg, into the ground to find some lift. Send your breath all the way down into your low ribs. Inhale, unwind. Full exhale here to release your breath completely. And inhale, send that right fingertips, or those right fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, up and over your waist, hinging to the left. We're still grounded through both sitting bones. So if you feel yourself rocking, bring a little bit of engagement into that right hip, right thigh, to pull that hip bone back and that sitting bone down into the earth. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. So no pulling with our hands here. Allow the strength of your core to dictate how far you travel into this twist. Inhale, unwind. Give any stretch to your wrist if it feels good after being down on hands and knees. And then from here, we're going to make our way back over. Back to hands and knees. You can bring that comfort prop back under your knees if you'd like. On our next inhale, we're going to stretch our right arm forward, turn our palm down towards the ground. Full breath in here. Exhale, bend at the elbow, pulling your elbow back towards your right side body, and then send your right fingertips up and out to the side, reaching past the right top corner of your mat, and then elbow back in. Straighten, and then out to the side. So flow here, release any tension in your neck. The only movement is coming from that shoulder. You can make this more challenging by grabbing a water bottle, a soup can, to bring a little bit of resistance. Or just let gravity be your resistance today. One more time through this straight extension, and one more time out to the side. Then release your left arm down. Take a shoulder roll or two through your left and your right shoulders. They both just did a lot of work. Get settled and then send that left arm forward. Pause, holding the weight in the core. And then exhale, bringing that left elbow back towards your side body. Send that left arm out into the side. Alternate here. Keeping your weight balanced, keeping your hips over your knees. So if you're sitting back, see if you can shift that weight back forward. Even though we're isolating our shoulder here, to hold our body with this stillness requires a lot of engagement throughout our core, our legs, and both of our shoulders. Let's just take one more in either direction. Then release that hand down. Release your forearms down. Step your legs back. Release your hips, tops of the legs, tops of the feet down onto the earth. We're going to come into Sphinx Pose here. Elbows under the shoulders, press into the tops of your feet, so much so that your knees lift off of the earth. Pull back into your palms, descend your heart forward. Long neck. Inhale, gaze can lift. And then exhale, begin to round into your upper back body, lowering your gaze, scooping navel to spine. Inhale, make your way back to Sphinx. Cycle here with your breath through some almost mini cat-cow type postures. Take this moment to reconnect with your breath. Feel that sensation, that strength in your upper back body as you try to pull your shoulder blades away from each other. One more cycle here. And then exhale, release. Bend into your left elbow. Bring your left hand to a fist and release your forehead to that fist. Inhale, extend that right arm in front of you. Lift that palm off the earth. And then exhale, draw your elbow back to your side body. So same movement as we did earlier. But we're just going in this straight line forward and back. Keep pressing into the tops of your feet. Strong and straight legs. Long, low back. One more time forward. And exhale, release. Let's take it to the opposite side. Inhale, straighten through your left arm. And exhale, hug that elbow back into your side body. Keep that connection with your breath. Take one more here. Exhale, release. Bring your arms out in front of you. Release your forehead down to the earth. Inhale, lift your palms. Exhale, draw your elbows back. And then inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower your chest. Straighten through those arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend those elbows. And then once they're bended, inhale, lift. Move here with your breath. Sensation in your upper back body, keeping your low back long. Three more cycles. Exhale, release. Send your hips up and back, knees to touch, toe mounds to touch. Make your way to child's pose. Release your arms behind you, palms up to the sky. Deepen your breath. Allow your chest to melt down onto your thighs. Forehead sinking down onto the earth. This is where I will leave you today. You can spend as much time here in child's pose as you need before you make your way to the Shavasana of your choice. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.